I can go.
Anyway.
I can go to a bathroom and put some around the leg. I'm just recording myself talking.
You said you wanted to go jog though and do something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I am going to go jog.
And then you said, didn't you also, that you don't really want to go back to Coeur d'Alene, and then you said, oh, maybe I will go back to Coeur d'Alene. So which is it?
Yeah.
See?
That's what we were talking about.
Okay.
If I can come up with the money, I do want to go back there and pay it.
You want to pay
my
the ticket?
time because I want to be able to go back into Coeur d'Alene without being arrested, because they arrested me for that BS, you know. So, and they want to, you know, and I don't have the money to pay them back, and I don't want to deal with all this court stuff like I'm some kind of a criminal. I have all this. I gotta talk a public defender, plead guilty or not guilty, and risk going to jail for 2 weeks to 30 days or some crap like that. And
You would serve.
that's not okay to put somebody in a brick square like that for 30 days for
The most you would serve is 20 on 30.
for something that was more or less not even my fault. It was the people in the back seat's fault for telling me to, you know.
Yeah, but the car is yours, so they
yeah.
would pin something like
Yeah,
that.
I
know that.
just because I don't take 100% control, you know, and then I don't find a place. If I was like that, I wouldn't be over here anymore, and I wouldn't have a place to sleep, you know.
I know.
So for reasoning with people that are, you know, that are cool, not like me, but you know, or that are different-minded, you know, I got in a situation where I could go to jail for 2 weeks to 30 days, and I couldn't afford to pay them, and I was in Seattle last month, so I could not pay them in its entirety. You know, I'm looking at going to jail for, you know,
20 days on 30 would be the most.
yeah, and that is why.
That's a long enough time, I know. That's 3
not
weeks.
right. I'm not okay with that.
That's 3 weeks.
That affects my condition, my psychology.
Yep.
And I was already hospitalized before that for 9 days. You think I want to sit in that hospital, but the hospital is not a jail cell, you know.
It can be though.
Yeah, and all there is to do in there, there's wait for the 3 meals they serve a day,
Right.
which can make you fat. And you're not going to feel.
And hospital food is
And
pretty
they
nasty.
give you these cots in Coeur d'Alene. They're like dented in the middle, so if you sleep on your belly, it like puts you in like the camel clutch. You know, it feels like shit on your back.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know. I want to take my mat. They give you a little mat. I want to take that off the cot and put it on the floor, because at least the floor is
more even.
Yeah, at least it's straight. You know,
Right.
and it's not bending me like a press.
I know what you want to do.
I don't know, you know, and I don't talk like this. We're talking about if
I
we
know.
were raised to use this voice, it would be natural to us. It would feel natural. To talk like this would be really weird.
I know. I know.
The best thing to do is just be quiet for 30 seconds. Let emotion guide you instead of trying to force it through your intellect. We communicate with our heart subconsciously without even being aware of it.
Of it.
Yeah, we know it. Me and you are cool. We know how to be quiet. So, you know, and let the heart, so the matter of the things that are affecting us the most, be spoken. So we have somebody to talk to about it and get through it. We are good friends.
We are good friends. See, so you haven't really experienced much of this with other friends.
No.
So-called friends.
No, I haven't.
Like the Cliffs, these people.
No, they can't. Yeah, no, they don't. They don't get that concept.
They don't get it, do they?
No, but and
I
Cliff
just
Cliff is. I feel sorry for him, and he's people's people, you know, and he could get it if he could speak English, but he thinks he's too much after the source of the matter, like, you know, money and.
He takes advantage of his
he thinks it's about money. We get lots of money, and we'll get high, you know, and
that's about some of it.
yeah, it's about how much money, pussy, and respect, or how much, not respect, but it's about how much money, you know, and how much women, and how much dope, and you can get, you know, instead of, you know, if it's right or wrong. That's not what he talks about, you know.
I know.
And, you know, obviously he's he's coming up from knowing having familiar family in Boise or wherever he had. He's tight. He has the belief of the general, you know, ideal Idahoan, which is, you know, abortion's wrong. God didn't create Adam and Eve. He created Adam and Steve, or vice versa.
Vice versa.
And they think, and that just gave me a really deep concept. They think that they got it figured out, but they don't know that they're victims. They're psychologically attacked. I actually attacked. I feel sorry for them, because, and and I don't know, and I'm scared of them because they might want to get me killed. But I mean, they don't understand how much of a target of discrimination they are. That's what I'm saying. Men are targeted in that aspect. Like they were raised to hate facts, but they don't know that women are really actually attacking them with that, to not be open-minded. You know, oh, lesbians are hot, but two men, now that's just disgusting. You know?
Right, that's good.
You know, and of course, a couple of hairy brutes going at it. But if they like it, you know, they should be able to do that. They should find another one that to be marveled. If we are disabled and we can't get a woman that is like the woman we could get before our disability, then we should, before we die, like 30 years alone the whole time, if we could find a compatible person that is coherent and is
why
an
not
adult,
have that?
Why not have that love and that touch and that?
Right.
And that, you know, it doesn't mean that we're not prepared to we're not responsible to defend ourselves. Just because it doesn't mean we're weak because we're willing to have, you know, sex with a man or whatever.
Or a woman with a woman.
And I don't think. And you know, if there's a chief alien like Jesus or something and if he hates the action itself, then he needs to talk about how technology is merging with man and what should be done from there. But the Bible does not even touch on this basis, and it's ridiculous because atheists are thinking, why are we even talking about the Bible? But they don't understand it's an issue that has formed society in these parts, and it would form society in Russia too.
Yes.
And for being as a pompous, arrogant prick, asshole, like who cares what anybody thinks? Well, they care. There's good people that care in other countries, and if you have that attitude in Russia or somewhere, you might be inclined to deserve an ass whooping, to be so blindsided by not looking at things through the matters of the heart and realizing that you were just raised that way, so you think you have the right to have a shitty attitude about somebody that thinks differently, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Well said.
And there's enough people like that in this country that they can get away with it all too often. And,
yes, you're right.
And I'm happy that they have that freedom of speech, but but at the same time,
what about the other side?
They're attacking us. Like God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Like so, not only do they want women to want the ability to be lesbians, but they also want to talk men out of being gay and going through all this pain, just as long as it makes them look like the sexual prize. Yet they put on like they don't want it sexual.
Right. Well said. Got good ideas. You can do that.